Little Mount, or Chinnamalai as it is known locally, is a small hillock that lies on the bank of the river Adayar of Chennai, India. It is traditionally acknowledged to be one of the places where Saint Thomas, an apostle of Jesus, lived and preached when he came to India. According to legend, Saint Thomas was one of the first Christians to reach India in 52 AD. He spent the last years of his life on Little Mount. Legend states that Thomas was assassinated with an arrow in 72 AD on an adjacent mount, which later acquired the name St. Thomas Mount. The Portuguese, when they came to India, realized the importance of this sacred place and in 1551 AD built a church in honor of Our Lady of Health. A part of this church still exists despite several renovations and development activities around it. Saint Thomas is believed to have stayed in a tiny cave, often praying on top of the hill and preaching to the local crowds that gathered to hear him. The cave is well preserved and even today can be accessed from the old church. 7 or 8 steps lead to the altar, beneath which there is a cave about 14 feet broad and 15 or 16 feet long. One enters it with some difficulty through a crevice in the rock. It has not been thought fit to embellish this entrance or even to change anything in the whole cave, because it is believed that Saint Thomas often retired into this solitary place to pray. Today, it is used for prayer and meditation by the devotees from all creeds. On the other side of the cave is an opening through which Saint Thomas is said to have fled to escape his assailants. At the front of this opening are the hand and foot imprints of Saint Thomas etched on the rock. A little further away from the cave is an eternal spring referred to as Saint Thomas Fountain, which is believed to be the work of Saint Thomas. Moved to see the crowds of people who had come to hear him preaching suffer much from thirst, as water could be had only at a great distance away on the plain, he knelt in prayer on the highest part of the hill, struck the rock with his stick, and instantly there gushed forth a spring of clear water. Rain or shine, even today this spring never dries. Beside it is the stone cross embedded into the wall of the altar, referred to as the bleeding cross. That legend state miraculously bled between 1558 and 1704. This place was visited by Pope John Paul II during his visit to India in 1986. New buildings next to the old church includes the circular church, a new parish office, and a beautiful adoration chapel. Recent developments around the church include developing a large tract of land behind the church as Holy Land. A magnificent little chapel can be found at one end of the Holy Land. The altar is said to have been finished in Italy and blessed by the Pope before it was installed here. All around the sides, all stations of the cross and a few stations of rosary are built in concrete.